Hey there community, how are you guys doing? Today I thought I wanted to talk to you about setting up your week, starting with Monday. So obviously today's Monday. How do you go about setting up your week? The thing is we talk about, getting out of bed and crawling out and all the rest of that nonsense. But if you prep for things, it can really make a huge difference. So for instance, most Sundays, I will start prepping for my week. So I take an hour and a half out and just think, what am I going to do for the rest of the week? How am I going to set up? What am I going to wear? So lots and lots of those things happen in pre-planning. So number one tip for having a successful week is pre-planning. So think about what's going to happen during that week, what challenges you've got, what good things you've got, and plan it out. See Friday night or Saturday night, whenever you finish work, as having achieved those things. What are the big goals? I tend to have about 3 things that I want to do, really big things, right? That move my business or myself forward. So they can either be things about personal development, things that I want to do myself, or more generally, they tend to be business. And if you have that in mind, then you've got that. So that's another tip of how you can set up your week to be successful. And it all starts for me with a successful Monday. So prep for the Monday, prep for the week, and go forward from there. Also, one of the things that I really like to do a lot is to arrive early for work on a Monday morning. So I like arriving early. We have a Monday morning meeting with the team, and that means I need to prep for that and be ready for that. And again, you don't arrive late somewhere, you leave late. So every time I've been late for anything, it's because I left late in the first place. So, make sure that you're allowing plenty of that. So, and then monitor how it's going, how your tasks going, how is the week panning out. Try and look down on the week, almost like a helicopter hovering over the number of days that you've got. So I think, those things will really affect how you feel. And then start stacking week on week on week, right? We only have 52 of these in the year. If you take about 4 weeks off, that leaves you with 48, right? And they soon go away. We don't have many of those in a year when it comes down to it. So, make sure that you're stacking 1 week on top of the other, and it makes progress for you and you can go forward. So those are the things that I look at and I'm monitoring constantly. So by Wednesday, I'm thinking it's half the week. What's gone on? How successful have I been? Have I met the goals? Have I met the targets that I set for myself? And Thursday, you know what? Got 1 more day left. Can we pull it in? And some days it's great. I've got a Thursday and I think, great, I've nailed it this week. And Friday becomes really easy. But other times, Friday is a day when, I want to get stuff done. I don't want to leave anything for Monday, and certainly want to have a clear weekend. I work on a Saturday, and I know many of you don't, but I work on a Saturday because I think, what? God did that. He worked for 6 days and he rested on the 7th. So it's good enough for him. It's good enough for me. So that's what I tend to do. But Saturdays, I tend to I tend to work on my own things. So, it might be website, it might be some content or something else that I need to do. It's a bit more of a casual day. I don't spend any time doing client work, unless of course it happens that, we've got things left over. So if there's anything that I haven't managed to do on Monday to Friday for my week, then I tend to try and get that over on Saturday. The last thing I want is anything going over to the following week. I don't want to be coming in on Monday morning with tasks left over from the previous week. There's nothing worse than having to play catch up. And I think that that's the thing that you need to avoid. So, in closing, the way to have a successful week is to pre-plan. Do a little bit of planning on Sunday and go into that, on the front foot and monitor the week, see how it's going, have 2 or 3 big goals that you want to do, and don't let those get to the back of the queue, because we all have mundane things to do in our week. There's always housekeeping stuff. There's always things that you don't really like doing, eating the frog. So if you have to eat the frog, eat the damn thing early on and it's out the way and it won't ruin your day or your week. There's only 52 of them in any given year. And if you lose one, then you know what? You'd never get a chance to make it back. So that's my top tips for having a successful week on this lovely Monday. Have an amazing afternoon, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, Facebook.